Well, hello, everybody. It
Hey, what's up?
is the 11th day of the 11th month. And for those of us that have ever put on a uniform, this is Veterans Day.
That's right. That's right.
So,
Happy Veterans Day to Stuart. Happy Veterans Day to all of you out there. I just yelled in my ears. Holy shit. Happy Veterans Day to all you guys out there. All the vets and women and just everybody. People I know, people I don't know. Just, you know where my heart is for all you veterans. I love y'all.
and the thing that, and I say it every year, is that I'm fearful that society has kind of forgotten what the day really is all about and what it represents, and all because we are so inundated with special sales for everything from appliances to automobiles to everything is the Veterans Day deals and everything that we forget about that it's a time to reflect and to honor those that have fought and died, but also to celebrate those of us who are living and have served. You're really supporting veterans. But here's where I got the rub, and it really bothers me, is that for convenience, we have found that, well, you could just do Veterans Day on any day. For instance, Veterans Day is on today, on a Tuesday. Well, that's not convenient for having a parade or having a veteran ceremony. So a lot of places had their veteran ceremonies last Saturday because it
Yeah.
was more convenient. But people, that's not Veterans Day. Veterans Day is November 11th. And to me, it's like saying, oh, well, you know what? Halloween was on a Thursday this year. Let's just, for convenience, let's move it to Saturday to make it more convenient for people to do it. You didn't do it for Halloween. Why do you do it for Veterans Day? This is a hallowed day for me and for my brothers and sisters that put on a uniform.
Sure, sure.
And why can't you just set aside that time? I understand that you're trying to get a crowd, but even if you just get veterans together to raise the flag and honor America and honor your veterans, but do it on November 11th.
So I agree with you. I'm doing this for our show. I have to
Yeah,
play, that's what I do. Um, they do that for the 4th of July all the time.
yeah,
Fireworks. I'm not saying I agree. I'm just talking.
yeah.
They do it for the 4th of July all the time. It never made sense to me because I'm one of the guys who's like, dude, yeah, it sucks that the 4th of July is on a Wednesday, but it's the 4th of July, I
And it's
get
still a
it if
federal holiday.
it's still a federal holiday. I get it if that previous Saturday, some small town has a 4th of July celebration weekend. I understand that. But, the 4th of July, there's nothing. There's like hardly any fireworks on the 4th of July. I mean, that's not entirely true, but the big ones happen like a week before, 5 days before.
Yeah.
So, my question is, would it be, because I know why they do it, like you said, they want to get a crowd. They want to get everybody involved as possible. Maybe there's some veterans that are working that Tuesday. I doubt it,
Yeah.
but maybe there are. Some people are like, dude, I just want to work and live my day. Everybody does. Everybody acknowledges holidays their own particular way, and especially Veterans Day because there's a lot that goes with that. Um, would it be better to focus on, let's say, if Frisco, for example, did a veterans thing and Veterans Day was a Tuesday, would it be better for them to go, hey, we are having our flag, we are having our on that Tuesday, but Saturday, that Saturday before, we would like to do a veterans festival of some sort.
Well, and I support that, because that's exactly what our community did. They had their parade and everything on the
Sure.
weekend to get the people out and do that. Most communities did that, but and I'm just going to say it, I don't understand why some of the VFW posts and the
There you go.
American Legion,
That's it right
and
there.
for convenience, decide to have their ceremony for Veterans Day on a Saturday because maybe they can attract more people. but that's not Veterans Day. And especially the veterans organizations,
Yeah.
you know, the armistice was signed on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month at the end of World War One. And that was what set up Veterans Day. And that's
Sure.
what you have to commemorate. That's where my loyalty is. So wherever I am on Veterans Day, like this morning, at the 11th hour, I am whatever I'm doing, I'm just going to stop and reflect
Mm-hmm.
on what that day means to me. I also put my flag out in front of my house
Absolutely.
for this day. And it's amazing how few flags there are flying in the neighborhoods anymore because,
Well,
oh, I forgot. Or, I'll share something else with you. Yesterday, Lauren and I spent the day at Prosper High School. We were invited by the senior English teacher who is doing a study of Vietnam and teaching it to the students. And it's based on a book by Tim O'Brien called "The Weight They Carried" or the things they carried. Uh, and it's a powerful book that was written, but these high school seniors are studying the book. And so she reached out to the Vietnam veterans group, of which I'm a member, and said, would it be possible to have a Vietnam veteran come and talk to my students? I I'm there. So Lauren and I went, I said, I'm going to bring my wife because your students may want to know what it's like for a spouse of a Vietnam veteran. And
hmm
I'll tell you, I have never seen high school seniors so intense on learning something.
That's awesome.
And you think that this is something that I think is also missing from our curriculum is that history is not being presented properly to the younger generations so that they can perpetuate it.
Well, good guys. You're getting a little preview of one of our shows coming up because Brandon's got some education to talk about. But yes, um, I think that's amazing, actually. I think that's great. I love that to hear that not only were the students engaging and listening and soaking it in, but that it was even happening in the first place. That's amazing.
Yeah. And we initially we were going to just do a presentation. I was just going to
Sure.
talk. And I thought, you know what? I know that their heads are filled with questions,
Oh, God.
about it. So we only spoke for about 15, 20
Yeah.
minutes. We opened up the floor, and these kids had more questions after having read the book, and many of them had grandparents that had served in during the Vietnam era. And I'll
Love
tell
it.
you, both the kids were refreshed after the presentation, and certainly Lauren and I were.
Oh, I bet. I mean, just, you know, generational gap. But besides telling the story and answering and no, I mean, I gotta tell you that was good. That's great to hear, and
Yeah,
that goes with everything connected to Veterans Day. And I do think that we have a problem in this country, and some people don't want to admit it. Everybody's got their egos in front of them. They don't want to admit when the country they love is not perfect. And the reality is nothing's perfect. But
that's right.
we have a problem in our country honoring. We have a problem in our country with traditions. Part of it is we're a very young country, but we still have a lot of history and traditions that we should be ingrained. The problem with the United States is we throw it away too fast if it's not sexy. And that's what's happening. You look at Japan, you look at even China, you look at other countries, whatever their imperfections are, they honor the history. They honor the
Yeah,
elderly. They honor the children. They care. I'm not saying that there isn't issues. China, who's had the one child law, has definitely done enough damage. But my point is, there are things that they do to honor, and we in the United States tend to, if we can't glamorize it, if we can't make it sexy, if we can't make some money off it, we're kind of, and I see that with holidays. Um, Not even holidays, I know I don't want to call it a holiday. It is a holiday, but you
yeah.
know what I'm saying. you know?
Well, this, not to be confused, this is not a day, like I said earlier, to honor those that died.
No, it's not
That's
Memorial
what
Day.
Memorial Day is all
It's not
about.
Memorial Day. That's
Right,
a
right.
different attitude. That's a
Yeah,
different, but this is, hey man, go thank a vet. Go talk to a vet. Go sit down and have some coffee with a veteran. Go
right.
do whatever you got to do. Or you know what? If you don't know anybody, which I find that hard to believe, if you don't know anybody, hey, just go to an event. Go watch the flag getting raised. Go whatever. Go
Yeah.
support a veteran-owned business.
And I mean, I will say that there are a lot of restaurants that will offer discounts or
100%
free meals and all for the veterans for that day. A lot of them have been doing it for years and years
for
and years. Of course,
years.
places like Applebee's and Golden Corral and everything have been doing it, and we very much appreciate that. But again, the list that I found, there are some that were saying, "Oh, on Saturday we'll give you a free meal." Well, it loses its effect because I would rather, if I'm working on Tuesday and I can't make it to get your free meal, that's on me. But do it on the day that's appropriate for that.
And if I can be, what's the word? All business and no love right now. You should do it on a Tuesday regardless, because Tuesday is one of your slowest days. And
Build your
and guess
build your
what?
audience. Exactly.
You build your audience, and you got a veteran coming in, probably coming in with his family who's going to pay.
Yeah, and if you're a car
I'm just
dealer,
saying I'm not even trying to like besmirch anything. I'm just saying, guys, y'all are, why
exactly.
wouldn't you want to build?
You are exactly right because the Saturdays and Sundays are going to be there, and you're usually
They're already
covering
there. You
that
don't need
way.
any help.
So you know what? If I'm a car dealer, I'm going to say, I'll tell you what, you come in and buy a car on Tuesday, I'm going to give you an extra $1,000 off, and I'm also
Yeah.
going to give you a hot dog and something to drink too.
Yeah, well, you wait for the paperwork, and we're going to detail that car
Right, right.
Tuesday only if you're a vet, you
Yeah.
know?
And also at the end of the day, the management gets together and says, "Hey, man, we sold 12 cars today. Hey, good for
That's
us."
what I'm saying. I know. But no, you're right. Uh, it is a problem, and they're doing it a lot more with these, I'll say, non-commercial holidays. Let's say that.
Yeah. That's, I mean, that's why when I thought about, the fact that Halloween was on a Thursday, Thanksgiving is on a Thursday, why don't they say, "Hey, listen, it makes more sense. Let's celebrate it on Saturday. We'll have a Thanksgiving parade on Saturday to get more people out in the street." Well, they fill the streets on Thursday with it. So
Yeah, well, yeah, they're filling them on a Thursday because guess what? None of the kids are at school anyway. So,
well,
look,
and
I do vote for certain things. I vote for the day after Halloween to if it falls on a school day, school should not be open. I vote for day after Super Bowl. I don't want to go to work,
right.
and I probably won't.
Yeah. And like this year, game three of the World Series went
Yeah,
18 innings.
18
So
innings.
they
Okay, 18 freaking
didn't finish
innings.
until the next day.
You want me
So
to go to work now?
so
I barely want to go to work now, let alone after I've watched the Super Bowl. And God forbid one of my teams is in it. Oh,
yeah,
you're done. I am not going that day, and I'm not going the next day. So you might as well just tell me no.
that's well, and I had to get it off of my chest and everything. So for those veterans that follow our show and everything, I salute you. Today is your day. And for those of you who support the veterans, we call you passionate patriots and all I say is please today remember our veterans, honor our veterans
Absolutely.
and everything, and then go out and have a great time.
And that's it. And that's what we do. And I've got plenty of friends who are veterans. I got plenty of people I know. Obviously, I'm with you all the time on here. And then people I've met over the years that, and even if I didn't know anybody, I know what's going on. And I think it's important for us to pass that on. I mean, it's the same reason I took Luke when he was, oh God, 4 to Frisco to the Ah, God, I can't talk. The park, the memorial,
Yeah, the
or the
Veterans
that's
Memorial Park.
Veterans Memorial, because I wanted him to see it. It wasn't just a fun play thing around there. I mean, it's beautiful anyway, but
Yeah,
I wanted him to see it and understand it. We spent time there. We got to talk about it at 4 years old, because I think it's important.
yeah.
So anyway,
And if you're out and about today and you see, because a lot of veterans will wear their caps, especially on
absolutely.
this day, you see
Yeah.
them. Even if it means walking across the street,
Give
just
him some love.
take a hand and say thank you for your service.
Yeah. Give him a fist bump. If you don't want to shake hands, because we are in the cold season,
Yep.
give him a
Trust
fist
me, it'll
bump.
it'll be meaningful to both you and to that veteran.
Find somebody, go to any coffee shop except for Starbucks, they suck. Go to any coffee shop and you're going to see a veteran there. Man, buy him a cup. Buy him a cup and don't even make a deal out of it. You don't need to TikTok it. Just get him something, man.
Yeah,
Or I keep saying him. You ladies know what I mean.
yeah.
All of you veterans.
Good
Anyway,
idea. Go out. And again, to all you veterans, happy Veterans Day.
happy Veterans Day, guys.